Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. I'm Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. This week's Raw takes place at the Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita, Kansas. Never been to Kansas. One of the matches I'm looking forward to tonight pits Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest. They always have good matches when they're going up against each other. Speaking of good matches, another good match is for you to click on that subscribe button, share it, like it, and leave a comment. Now all that BS is out of the way. Let's let her rip. Alright, kicking off this week's Raw is Rhea Ripley. She gets a brand new belt and a new title to her championship. She is now going to be the WWE Women's World Champion. Dominique, of course, comes out, puts the belt on Mommy. Out comes Cody Rhodes and asks the Wichita crowd, hey, what do you want to talk about? And he wants to talk about Dominique. Didn't appreciate being slapped and have Dominique run behind Rhea. And since Brock Lesnar won't answer his challenge, he challenges Dum Dum. It's like, hey, what about me, you, Money in the Bank? Miami spoke to him and said, hey, Dum Dum can wrestle you at Money in the Bank. So, as long as Mommy approves, Dum Dum can wrestle, or Dum Dum can wrestle. Miz comes in, tries to do a sneak attack, but he gets decked, clothesline out of the ring by Cody. But a moment of distraction gave Dominique the opportunity to get another cheap shot in. Him and Rhea ran out of the ring, and of course he's hiding behind Mommy again. So Cody not very appreciative of Dominic Mysterio's tactics here. So, but it is signed Money in the Bank, Cody Rhodes, Dominic Mysterio. Maybe Cody gets some revenge there. All right, next. And our first match of the night is The Miz versus Cody Rhodes. This match was all Cody Rhodes until he charged the corner, and Miz counters, sending him outside the ring and into the steps. Cody would come back though. They both hit their comeback moves of doom, but it was Cody with the Cody Cutter and the crossover that was still the victory for Cody Rhodes. So Cody again got a little small gash on his shoulder and the back of his head, so he must have really took those steps pretty hard, it looked like. But anyway, not a great match, decent enough. Served its purpose. Cody got the win. Don't see Cody Rhodes losing too many matches unless it's a Brock Lesnar or something like that. But not sure what the third match is going to be with Cody and Brock. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cody wins the third rubber match. Anyway, next. So we have Becky Lynch cutting a promo here, talking about people think the person with the belt has the power, but no, in this case, the person who holds the briefcase holds the power because it takes the champion off their game. And she brings up Trish Stratus being insecure, then having an insurance policy, and Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark comes out. Not a good first impression as far as her mic skills here. Becky pointed out that she has no personality. Great in the ring, but no personality. Starks did, have a little bit of comeback about, hey, Becky, you weren't relevant until somebody, broke your face. She was there. Sorry, I don't know where anybody gets this from, but anyway, Becky invites her to come break her face herself, but Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville come out, said, no, we got this one. So then that brings up our next match, which will be Becky Lynch versus Chelsea Green. And now we have both Becky Lynch, Chelsea Green in the ring, and aggressive Becky Lynch had the advantage, but Sonya distracted Becky just enough so Green can get an opportunity to nail the big boot. Becky came back. Chelsea went for the unprettier. Becky countered with tried for the manhandle slam, but Green countered with a roll up, but Becky countered that into the disarmer. Chelsea tapped out. Becky Lynch getting a pretty good win here. Again, wasn't a great match, but I do like last week. I do like the way the show is flowing. It didn't have to be a long match. Just hey, get it and go. Don't don't confuse or don't insult our intelligence, thinking that Chelsea was actually going to win this one. But anyway, next. All right, next match here is Matt Riddle and Damian Priest going at it for the last spot in the men's Money in the Bank match. Priest with the strikes, Riddle going for submissions. Again, very good match here. Probably, yeah, I'll say this is my favorite. Even though the main event did get a little bit better pops, this is probably my favorite match. Matt Riddle did look to take things outside, but Priest counter pump kick by sweeping his leg, just like Johnny. Back and forth the whole match. Priest would pick up the clean win actually. Matt Riddle went for like a little. I guess he was going for some kind of catapult from the middle rope, and Priest snuck behind him, hooked him in the Razor's Edge, nailed it, got to 1, 2, 3. Clean in the middle, brother. Nothing to argue there. No outside interference or anything. But like I said, very good match. Totally dig this one. Next. Unfortunately, what came next from Matt Riddle was the Imperium coming in and picking up the bones. Picked him up, gave him another little whooping. Gunther laid in a big chop. And like I said, definitely wasn't Riddle's night. Next. Okay, next match in that was Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. It's going to be a pretty basic here. Smaller guy, bigger guy. Ricochet, excuse me, did a stick and move type deal, but couldn't get the big halts off his feet. But Bronson had no problem getting Ricochet off of his. Nakamura came down, looked on. They got in the ring, and Reed just tossed, threw Ricochet right into Nakamura. Ricochet would actually finally get Bronson Reed off his feet with a crossbody block from the top rope. Hit the lion salt for 2. Bronson got back the advantage. Looked like he was going for that Tatsumi splash from the top rope, but Nakamura, who was none too happy about getting somebody thrown on him, kicked Bronson Reed. That drew the disqualification. A win for Bronson Reed. Ricochet wasn't happy about it. Later on, there was a backstage interview, and he told Nakamura that he did not appreciate him sticking his nose in his business. Was wanting another match for next week, but Adam Pearce, excuse me, had a little bit of name brain fart there. Said, nah, Bronson Reed already has an opponent, and it is Nakamura. But anyway, during this match, they did sort of get on the same page. Gave Bronson Reed a double superplex from the top rope. But yeah, they both of them wants to get a piece of Bronson Reed, and none's too happy when the other one interferes. So smell like maybe a 3-way. Well, that definitely ain't gonna happen at Money in the Bank, but maybe down the road. Maybe they'll both get a chance at Bronson Reed, but who knows? Next. Alright, now Finn Balor makes his way to the ring, cuts a promo, says he wants to talk to the world champion Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out, everybody dancing, and everybody singing his song. Finn, basically, Finn wants Seth's championship and take a year out of his career at Money in the Bank, just like what was it, 7 years ago? Um, Seth Rollins kind of didn't take the belt, but did enter him um, in that match. But Finn stayed in the match and won. Uh, but Seth wonders, which Finn will show up at Money in the Bank. Will it be the one who beat him 7 years ago, or the bitter bitch? So that's how that little segment ended. But we do got a world title match: Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. All right, next match is the ladies. Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna Baszler. Raquel had the advantage early on with a couple shit slams, but Baszler came back and worked on Rodriguez's leg. Rodriguez, clothesline her way back into it, but a little distraction from Ronda Rousey allows Shayna Baszler to roll her up, and a little more help from Ronda gave Shayna Baszler the win here. Uh, Short match. Didn't want to expose Raquel too much. Shayna Baszler, she's pretty good, but like I said, I am pretty high on Raquel Rodriguez myself. I think she's definitely going to be. I think she can be a star, at least one of them. At least the potential's there. Anyway, next. Alright, make this one short and sweet because that's what this match was. Very short, very sweet. Chad Gable showed off a little bit of wrestling. Eric showed his power. Maxine showed off that she can do an arm drag now. A sunset flip by Gable will get him the victory in this one. Next. Alright, now it's main event time. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, the undisputed tag team champions, defending against the Imperium, Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Good match here. Is it just me or does Gunther seem like a remember those older James Bond movies? Gunther talks and acts like one of the commie bad guys in those type of movies, which I dig. Dig the Imperium. No, I'm not communist, so just good wrestling. Especially good heels. Good match here. At the end, Matt Riddle appeared because he wasn't too happy about getting beat up again by Imperium after he lost a Money in Bank opportunity. But the officials held him back. Gunther went after him, but Sami Zayn wound up getting Kaiser in the Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Successful title defense from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I thought this was good match. I just dig to the Matt Riddle and Damian Priest better. But anyway, we still got some building blocks here. I think both Money in the Bank matches are pretty much set now. Now they're trying to get the rest of the card together, and it's looking pretty good. Decent show. Like I said, I like this new flow of it. Doesn't seem to drag. Just hey, interview, go to the ring. Wrestle A, wrestle B. I don't like you. I'm going to beat you. Let's go to the ring and do it. Not this recorded earlier or 30-minute promos and stuff like that. I mean, you still got that first thing promo. Another you had the Becky Lynch promo. Like I said, Zoe Stark didn't do her any favors, or herself any favors as far as her mic work. But hey, puppy with big paws, just like Raquel or Rodriguez. They're young. They're gonna learn. They're gonna get better, I believe. But anyway, that does it for me this week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the week. Be safe. Have a good one, and take care.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife and Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife and Natural.